What's up, Juventini? Timothy Weah's sale to Marseille has collapsed, and his agent sounds off against Comoli. We've got the details and where everything stands right now. You've got Juve's offer for Leoni. The details have emerged. We'll look at those. And Miretti off the market, and who's in pole position to land Vlahovic. We're going to break it all down together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's July 28th. Let's rock with the news. First things first, Douglas Luiz has arrived at Continassa. Nice of you to show up, Douglas. All right. He is still going to be fined by Juventus, and they are still pushing for his sale. The magic number for Juventus that they need to see on a Douglas Luiz transfer is 38.97 million euros. That's exactly what he stands as, and that's the break-even mark. So again, he is still being pushed out by Juventus, and they're looking for a sale. When we get to Colomwani, apparently Juve's plan is to land him very quickly. They want to see him, now that training has ramped up again, within 48 hours apparently, and they've got a package put together for PSG, which is going to be a loan, an expensive loan, to get them to agree to that loan, 10 million euros there, and then an option to purchase with easily matched criteria that would see it turn into an obligation, a total package of 40 to 45 million euros. It was being rumored that PSG wanted obligation and wanted 50 million euros. Will they give in to this particular offer? We wait and see, because Colomwani is pushing from his end and claiming he only wants Juventus, despite the fact PSG is looking for an outright one-time sale this summer in England. So there you have it. That's the latest. When we get to Miretti, a lot of rumors with Genoa, with Bologna, with Napoli, all interested in the player, and a lot of rumors that Napoli was trying to work out a contract with him. Apparently from Juve's end, according to Nico Schira, Miretti is not for sale. He is off the market. Furthermore, whatever happens with Weston McKennie is also going to play a factor for Miretti, because right now McKennie and Juventus are far from reaching an agreement on a contract renewal, so McKennie could be sold, and that would definitely make things easier for Miretti getting into our first squad for the 25-26 season. But apparently he is not for sale regardless, so there you have it. When we get to Leoni, yesterday we heard about a formula Juventus was going to approach Parma with to try and land the player. Today we hear that the details have emerged, and it is as follows: a purchasing price of 25 to 28 million euros plus bonuses, but Juve keeps him at Parma this season. And apparently this offer has not been rejected yet by Parma, so they are definitely thinking about this route. The numbers might change here and there, but they're thinking about it, and they like the fact of keeping him around for another season. As I stated on yesterday's episode, no matter how you get this deal done, it would be good business for Juventus. Let's see if we can land Leoni. Now we get to Timothy Weah, and this one came out of the blue yesterday, but his agent sounds off against Juventus and Comoli. There was some speculation as to who exactly was he talking about, but it seems that it is Comoli. The agents claim that the sports department at Juventus is being run by 3 people, 2 of which have class and 1 trying to find his footing. He claims 2 are looking for solutions, but 1 is creating problems. And he also claims that this person, out of revenge, all right, is now asking for a fortune and waiting for a Premier League offer that, if it even arrives, we will not approve of. So there you have it. His agent sounds off. It's clearly, in my opinion, going towards Comoli. And again, his issue from the agent is the fact that Juve was willing to accept 14 million from Nottingham. All right, but they won't accept 15 million from Marseille. But there's a lot of details around Why? Yesterday I told you that the 14 million from Nottingham was early in the mercato and would have went against the previous financial standings. Now all of a sudden it's a new financial period, and that's one of the things listed as why Comolli is probably looking for that higher number. 14 was always really low, but there's also speculation that Comolli has received an offer from a different Premier League side that's willing to go to 18 to 20 million euros. So now he's trying to hold Marseille to that same value. And for this agent to come off and sound off like this, it's a whole lot of crying. All right, 20 million, asking for a fortune. 20 million is not a fortune. All right, you're really making things look worse for your own player, your own client. And furthermore, one of the things reported from Fabrizio Romano to be holding up the deal also was the agent's commission and the agent's fees. So I don't want to hear this guy crying, and I don't want to hear him going at Comolli, because honestly, I like Comolli sticking to his guns. If you've got 18 to 20 million from another club, even if the player doesn't want to agree to go there, hey, this team should pony up and pay that amount. It's obviously fair market value because another team's willing to do it. So to Weah and his agent, all right, but what do you think? Is Comolli in the wrong here? I don't think so. And this agent, as I've said about many agents, they're ruining things and they're absolute scum. But this guy needs to stop running his mouth and realize what the hell's going on here. And Marseille, at the end of the day, if you want him, and if Weah and his agent want Marseille so bad, tell them to step up. The terms are in front of you. Get the deal done, you absolute clowns. All right, that's the latest on Timothy Weah, but the reports are that it is absolutely collapsed with Marseille on this move, and the only way it's going to go down is if Juve changes their valuation and comes down in the price for Weah. I kind of hope we don't, to be honest, and I don't really care what happens with Weah, but I think Comolli's in the right here. But you guys weigh in. Now, when we get to Vlahovic, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday, Milan is not in play and Allegri doesn't want him. Today, Milan is in pole position to land Vlahovic, according to the reports. Believe him when I see it, I guess. And you know what? I don't care who is in pole position to land him. Just pay up and let's say our goodbyes. But that is the news break to today. You all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, and hit me with your thoughts and comments on all the news you just heard here today. Let's mix it up. Of course, I'm back tomorrow with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.